Welcome back to SMSU Esports. Back in the swing of things with League of Legends today. Let's see if I can get this fixed and why it's not pulling up the league. There we go. SMSU using a sub today. Zero is in on Jin. And this is a very important match for the season for them. This is for second place, I believe. I believe only this match matters. Next week won't. The head-to-head between these two teams will be very important. Zero normally casting with me, so it'll be interesting to see how he does playing with the team, substituting here. And things off to a pretty normal, slow start. Rebel on the Glen here. Decent trade under the Ornn. I don't think we've seen Rebel play the Gwen before. Ooh, Crowley taking a lot of damage from the Caitlyn there. Gotta be a little careful for getting hit by all those skills. Taking even more damage. This is not good for SMSU. SMSU just trying to get the wave shoved in here. Just trying to shove in the wave. Dylan trying to keep them from doing that. But it's going fine for SMSU in bottom now. It's stabilizing a little bit. They do just want to be perma-pushing or farming under tower safely. Jin gets a little bit of a trade back there. Not bad. Gwen getting comboed a little bit by the Ornn. Still a pretty even trade. Maybe an even trade to disadvantage for SMSU. Ornn has more of the burst. More of the upfront burst. As both players trying to push out the wave. Mid lane's going pretty even right now. SMSU up top for a gank. Ooh, the unstoppable does get used. This is important, but SMSU unable to find the kill. Flash comes out from Ornn. Xin Zhao maybe looking at a dive in bottom. SMSU have to be a little scared of that. No, Xin Zhao going towards mid. SMSU bringing a Mumu mid as well. Mumu should see the Xin here. Does see it, but I don't know if this is good for SMSU. They're doing a lot of damage, but now Mumu taken very low. The stun onto the Xin. They do get first blood, trying to push further, but the Tom is here. Ubormi trying to get out now. Does flash the pit, does get out. And SMSU get out with first blood, but the Caitlyn trying to track and get this kill. SMSU looking for an engage on Caitlyn. Caitlyn flashes in, finds the kill on Ubormi. Can SMSU find the trade kill onto Caitlyn? No, Zero very low here. SMSU, they need their mid laner to come over, but he's not coming over yet. Galio taken very low. Oh, I think a big mistake by not being there. And now Devoted is gonna get trapped up. He's probably dead himself. Maybe gonna get out. The stun comes through. Does blow flash and heal, and this is Devoted dropping. I don't know if there's a miscommunication on what was going on there or what. Little mistake leads to 2 kills given over. It really should have been a 1-for-1 or a 1-for-0. Rebel is bullying a little bit in the top lane here. Ornn is going to have to teleport back. Well, that is a good matchup, I believe, for the Gwen. I think Gwen wins that pretty handily. Me playing for bottom here, but decided to not go for the gank. Now they're going to try to follow up on it, but the Zen is on his way here. Galio taking a lot of damage, and the Tom finds a knock up on a couple of them. The taunt comes through on SMSU. They lose 2. Jin tries to trade, but not able to. And that is not good for SMSU. Now down 2,000 gold. SMSU looking for an engaged mid, but Ari is going to ult away and clear the wave. SMSU should have down 2,000 gold already. This is not a good start for them. Caitlyn is just going to get a ton of plates in bottom. A little bit of a break in the action. SMSU going to try to get Void Grub, but Zen going to contest here. I don't think they know what's happening. Aurora with good harass onto Ari here. Aurora is winning that. Now Ornn is coming. Does ward it. SMSU finish off the second Void Grub. SMSU did bring Galio all the way up, so they did secure that. Aurora onto Ari and a lot of damage. Can Galio finish that off? Doesn't look like it. Ari's going to get out. It's probably a little frustrating for SMSU there. The Ari does get out with very low HP. Aurora is going to get a plate though. Get some of that gold lead back. Zero trying to defend this bot lane turret. Pretty tough to do. Jin does step on a trap, but Caitlyn is out of range. The harass from Caitlyn is going large here. It's really difficult for SMSU to do it. Oh, I think a little bit of a mistake there, miscommunication. Now, Gwen is here though. Gwen looking for an engage, but finding a lot of damage dealt back. And that's a teleport used. And no success. They're actually going to still lose the turret there. Aurora, the only one to be ahead of lane, I believe, right now. And not even, very even in that lane because of the death earlier. Zhao going in on the Galio here. Oh, SMSU might get a kill on the Tom here? No, they don't have enough. The turret didn't go down in bottom, but a lot of wave bounced
against the turret. Aurora, still a lot of harass. Looking for the ult onto Ahri, finds it slow, but Ahri runs away right away. Aurora able to push that lane in pretty quick here. Zin goes in and smites it away. Euphormi looking for the engage. Finding some damage. Zin ult comes through here. SMSU really trying to finish this in off. They do get the kill. But Amumu gets collapsed in on. Now Tom and Ahri here on the Galio. Galio gonna die as well. SMSU is 2 for 1. Man, that roam to bottom really set Gwen behind. Seeing Orin looking for a dive here on top, and is going to get it successfully. The map is kind of collapsing against SMSU here. SMSU looking for a combo. Not able to do it though, Caitlyn. There's just so much damage, but the tower warmed up does have Caitlyn's health there. Jhin too low to fight, really. That's gonna be Dragon giving over. Get their blue buff stolen as well. Ahri going in on Galio here. Aurora does collapse and help out here. SMSU doing a lot of damage. Galio trying to get out. Does get out. They were actually, if they knew... Oh, can Amumu find... Oh no, Aurora getting gone in on. Does find the blast lens away. SMSU, they find the kill with Devoted on the Jhin. With 0 on the Jhin. SMSU looking for a good fight here. They find 3 and they find 4. Orin is here, but I don't think Orin can do anything about it. SMSU 4 for 0. Very well executed team fight. SMSU clearing out some wards here. And will they get anything? They don't. They just get resets. Now, that did bring gold really close to even here. That was such a massive team fight for SMSU. The Gwen now even in lane. The Amumu up 1,700. Ahri even. Ahri and Aurora even. Caitlyn is up 2,000 on Jhin though. When this all settles, looks like SMSU might be down 1,500 or so. SMSU had to back after that. The time off the map does cost them a little bit of gold value more. Gwen struggling against this Ornn now in top. Aurora pushing the wave fast. Ahri can't find a pick if the wave is crashing against the tower. SMSU do have good vision control of this bot side. Acrylic Maybe caught too deep here. Does get the taunt up, but he's the only one on this part of the map. Croak's gonna die here. Wes? No. Did have flash up, but not quite close enough to the edge. That means Rift Herald going to be giving up, and SMSU really need to be backing up their teammate if they're going to go for awards like that. In theory, the idea is correct, but with no presence on the map, you can't go for awards like that. Trying to push the wave out as safely as possible. Mumu did look for an engage, but not able to find it. Now Rift Herald going to go mid, so that's going to break open the mid tier 2.
I live for the applause.
And the tier 2 is going to take some damage. Sorry, it was a tier 1. Would have meant the first time. The Orin combo coming out onto Rebel. Ooh, did get the Gwen ult out at the end too. Ooh, Aurora going for an engage onto Ari, doing a lot of damage, but Ari does just ult away. So both ults used. SMSU pretty happy with that trade though. Up a lot of HP and now can push that wave out. Might be losing this top turret though to Orin. Warmie finds an engage here. Darkness is here. Oh, the interrupt out of the Tom play. But now the engage onto Mumu. Mumu gonna ult. SMSU just not playing together. It looked like that was good, but I don't know where the confusion was. SMSU do end up using 2 ults for that and not finding a fight. Tom ult did come out though. No ults used. On the blue buff. Let's do that for the team. Shannon, I don't think you want this. Caitlyn kind of falling for that. And Amumu is gonna find the engage. The cleanse comes out and the flash. SMSU, can they disengage here? They can. And they're going to TP Aurora down for this dragon, and there's another engage by Amumu, but is it too far forward? SMSU trying to walk out now. Tom going to go for the engage, and Aurora on the backline kills Caitlyn. SMSU find the re-engage onto Zin, but Tom picks him up in his mouth and gets him to safety. SMSU lose the bottom turret, but they did find a kill on that Caitlyn. SMSU should find Dragon for that. Do lose top lane as well. A bunch of turrets going over the other side. SMSU do secure Dragon though, preventing their opponents from stacking closer towards that soul. Also getting the Dragon buff. Gwen looking for a hard fight against Zin, but no one on their team on this side of the map. This is really scary. Zin probably could have just kept running. And yeah, that's just too big of a chase when no one is on that side, but Otacon has been started from SMSU, I believe. They're gonna try to burn it down in trade for that kill on Gwen. See if they're able to get it down in time. It's about half. It's taking them a while, and now their opponents know. 6,000, 5,000. They need to be bursting this. The Orin ult comes in. SMSU, they do not get it, and that is a nightmare for SMSU. Caitlyn getting a triple kill here, it looks like. Maybe Ari picking up that last one, but Otacon going over and all those kills. Oh, that is very not good for SMSU. 4 kills from across the play. 4-0. Caitlyn gets a lot of items when she backs as well. 1900 the pocket.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
SMSU looking for the CC on Ari. Ari does get away. Slow down. Oh no, a charm lands on the Jin. Jin is going to die. Aurora does land ult. It does do a lot of damage, but Aurora takes a lot. As Caitlyn lights her up with those newly purchased items.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
SMSU gonna look for an engage on Caitlyn. The cleanse comes out. SMSU trying to finish the kill. They do get the kill, and they should find the kill on top. Very nice engage from SMSU. That cleanse goes back on cooldown. Alright, a little bit of a break. SMSU trying to secure this bot tier 1. This will be their first tower of the game. They do get the objective bounty for that. Devoted really hunting right now, and oh, almost landing. That type of harass is really important at this point in the game, especially on the Caitlyn. You recognize they're on a ward. Dragon has spawned, and this is kind of what Caitlyn is good at. They're trying to prevent SMSU from walking this path with a bunch of traps. SMSU, will they contest this dragon? Go ahead and trying to fight back, but Orin just too tanky in top lane. SMSU trying to walk in. They are going to get information. Amumu's going to go in. Does steal the objective. The Galliol ends. And SMSU, they do not find the Caitlyn. And Jin gets picked off in the back lane. And SMSU Lose 2, probably 3. And lose 3. Maybe. Looks like gonna lose 4 as well. Ari coming around, and Voted gonna get taken out. Not really sure what SMSU can do to get back in the game. I guess they have to find a good setup for that Amumu plus Galio ult onto a few members.
3.
Right, their opponents right away on the Baron. And I don't know if SMSU know this is happening, and if they do, I don't know if they can contest. They're not going to get there in time. Baron moving over as well. SMSU trying to find a way back into the game, but right now, really hard to do anything. They're going to look for an engage, maybe. The siege continues. There's really not much going on right now. Ari hitting the bomb turret. Devoted taking a big hit from Orin, and this top tier 2 is going to go down. They're just getting engaged on, but able to get out with the ult. SMSU lose the inhibitor turret in bottom as well. This one might just be over, unfortunately. All the turrets across the map going down. SMSU just not on the same page here. Rebels gets taken out.
Red team's inhibitor has been destroyed. Taking in. Red team's turret has been destroyed. Red team's turret has been destroyed.
All right, and that is game 1. Not going SMSU's way, so SMSU going to regroup and see if they can do something different in game 2. We'll be back when that is ready. All right, back for game number 2. There it loads. SMSU doing some things the same, some things different. So the Jin and Amumu gonna stay, and then swapping the other three. Morgana coming out. Corky and Malphite, quite a bit of a change. On the other end, Lucian Braum coming out from the enemy bot lane. Pretty scary seeing.
Minions have spawned.
Acrylic hopefully doesn't face check this bush. Oh no, this is scary. Is SMSU going to be ready for the dash in? Okay. They use the minions to walk up. They're still a dangerous spot, but a much less dangerous spot now. SMSU. Okay, they see it now. Jin turns for a shot, but he's going to get ran. It has to blow flash, but Jin is going to Lucian's going to flash after him, and I think Jin's dead. Yeah, unfortunate. SMSU not seeing that trap coming. It is a Lucian Braum. And a little bit of cheese. SMSU falls behind to that. The nice part is Jin doesn't miss too much. Experience-wise. It's the fourth shot on Lucian, trying to equal up the damage dealt. And that lane, the combo is so scary. Ooh, a big trade back from Devoted Darkest there. And SMSU is going to get a plate back. No, not quite a plate. Although unfortunate that they don't secure that. SMSU trying to protect their teammate on Scuttle here. Lucian going to clear that ward. SMSU gotta be scared of this. They do get out. This wave could be frozen. They're not gonna freeze it though. SMSU now know that the Xin Zhao was mid. So they know that that Scuttle and top is gonna be taken here. Lucian just looking so aggressive. So you're doing an okay job CSing under tower. Ooh, missing CS there. The trade. Ooh, a nice snare, but Braum, very strong in those situations, just gets up and puts the shield up in front. Malphite and can't believe I can't remember his name. This is the K. Alright,
SMSU looking for a gank, but Braum and Lucian able to get out right away. SMSU wanted to just keep this in front of their turret, I think, just because it keeps them safe. SMSU down 300 gold, but actually the gold in bottom is pretty even. SMSU down a little bit. Ooh, Darkus looking for the kill. Ari has to flash. He did flash to make sure he didn't die to the turret there. And now fighting with the jungler, and there's a flash in from the Xin, and SMSU get the kill anyway. Such a big deal. SMSU now see the bot lane roaming up, so they're going to get out, and SMSU going to free farm the bot wave a little bit. They want to get this shoving in hard. See if they're able to. Really needs to push this wave. Oh, wait. Malphite got to kill top. Sorry, I didn't see that. That's a big deal for SMSU, and that puts SMSU in the lead so far. Lucian is freezing this bot wave, though, and this is the scary part. Is it going to push in? Did he? No, is not. This is frozen. And SMSU needs to break this freeze. The jungler on the dragon with Braum as well. Jin loses a lot for that wave getting frozen. Oh, but Jin maybe made a mistake. It goes in on Morgana, and he dies for it. Such a greedy play. SMSU now see that they've done dragon, so they need to get out. A snare onto Braum should mean that they get out here. Flash from Morgana, gonna guarantee it. And that is a huge deal. Jin gonna try to get this shoved in now before the Lucian gets here. Does get it shoved in, so should be even wave scenario bottom. And actually, they're gonna get a plate as well. They're gonna try shoving the next wave in so they can leave. Lucian might look for an engage, but did die last time, so maybe we'll play it a little bit more patient. And SMSU do get it shoved in, and that means they can back without the wave getting frozen on them. Ooh, Mumu is behind the Ari in mid. SMSU looking for an engage here, and Ari does get out. Oh, Mumu looking for it! And a Devoted picks up the kill off the back of that. Lucian did roam up, though. Mumu trying to get out. He's getting CC'd. Oh, he's definitely dead. SMSU not expecting that bot lane to roam all the way up, and I wasn't either. Was it worth it from Lucian? SMSU going to get some control here. The flash from Lucian here, looking for an engage on the Morgana, and it's looking like it's probably good. SMSU trying to get out. They find the snare onto Braum here. They do have Jin ult, but they do pop it. The damage going in on Braum. Braum jumping. Oh, it's so close to killing Braum. And SMSU actually win that engage, even though Jin is down a lot of gold from CS. SMSU looking for the Jin here, or the Lucian. The spell shield does stop the knockup from Braum ult. SMSU chase him off. Cassante, I don't know why that wasn't coming into my head. SMSU looking to dive maybe, but they do see that this is warded. They're going to clear the ward. Lucian's going to ult. The snare onto the Braum. The Braum dies. And SMSU are going to kill the Jhin too. Morgana is going to die for it, but so worth it. This wave is going to bounce off tower. Ahri roaming bottom, deciding to not go for that kill. Quirky's going to walk back mid and shove that wave in. As SMSU shoved the wave in with the AD carry in jungle. Quirky going to try to get a plate here while people are gone. Doing a lot of damage. Might not get the plate. Maybe. Ahri does hit the vision. Okay, does get the plate there. Very big deal. Ooh. Quirky's got to be scared here. Does disengage. SMSU getting out now. They're gonna find. They don't have more. I like the idea from the Mumu. Oh, Jhin taking a lot of damage, but Morgana lands a snare. They're gonna pop the Jhin ult. Finding damage, finding a lot of damage. One more hit, and they get it. SMSU keep killing this Lucian, even though he's so far ahead in how it feels in this lane. Morgana snares, landing. And SMSU not to be underestimated in this game. Oh, Zero is dead to the Xin Zhao though. Morgana and Amumu are here trying to find the trade back. And they find a lot of damage. Can they find both kills? They've got so much damage and they find both. Double kill for Morgana. SMSU will take that trade as they are going to move on to try to the Dragon with 3. Malphite does get a plate here in top. Uses the Q to get the movement speed to get out.
Turret plate will fall soon.
Jhin up 700 gold over the Lucian. Ooh, Yubormi getting caught a little bit here. Oh, this is really aggressive. SMSU lose the blue buff and gonna lose Yubormi. It's a very aggressive mistake. And now gonna lose the Scuttle as well. Lucian using that to catch up. Yeah, the gold gap in bottom has been eliminated. Rebel appears to be winning this fight in top, but it's always hard to tell with 2 tanks. Oh no, it looks like it might be turned around. Cassante, no! Malphite does win! 1 HP left. Ahri is here though, looking for the kill on Malphite. Does get the flash and the shield up. Ahri roams all the way up, but doesn't get anything for it. Ooh, Yubormi, there's a fight on the blue buff. And Braum is so low. Yubormi's so low as well, though. They gotta finish some of these kills off. Oh, the Xin, now very low. SMSU do live on that one. And SMSU a 1 for 0 as they rotate their mid lane bottom and their bot lane mid. Jhin looking for some damage onto Ahri, but little scary. There's people running at him and is able to get out. Corki is going to get a good push in bot lane by himself here. SMSU see all the people that could be answering him, and they're going to start the Rift Herald. The teleport from Ari going to come over, so SMSU no longer have that push advantage. Bormi is pretty low here, so they need to finish this quick. Finish this quick and get out. They do finish it, and it looks like they are going to be able to walk out. So Rift Herald given over to SMSU, and SMSU has a 3,000 gold lead. Jin, a little scary seeing him walk up like that. Braum shielding that, though it did not get empowered by the creeps. Okay, SMSU do seize in on the scuttle, so they know that's been given over. Just doing a little resets for the people that need to buy. Mumu gonna use Rift Herald in bottom. Ooh, finds the snare onto Ari, and Ari dies for it.
Can't believe she walked up there, if I'm being honest.
They're going to get this charge onto the tier 2 bottom as well, while SMSU tries to hold 3 versus 2 in mid.
K'Sante Malphite matchup. I think this is K'Sante favored, but I don't know if Rebel has been finding very weird fights. Gonna brawl it out. I actually think Rebel loses this pretty hard. Yeah, unfortunately. Corki is going to TP up top. I don't think he's going to get there in time.
Amumu got the tier 2 and bottom for that.
Fortunately, Lucian finds the engage onto Jin. Takes that kill. So SMSU do lose 3, and Amumu did die in bottom for that turret. SMSU really trying to finish the K'Sante, but not able to with Morgana. Oh, Lucian is going to get this tier 1 mid turret uncontested. Series of events I don't think works for SMSU there. I think they lost out pretty hard on that series. Dragon going to get started in the bottom, and no one clearing up this bottom wave either. SMSU feels a little unsure of where they should be on the map, and Coach wants to back, but Dragon's being taken. Is SMSU even aware of this? 5,000 HP on it. Devoted looks like he knows. Is he going to get the snipe? Goes for it, but not able to get it. And SMSU are going to lose top lane turret as well because they are just not allocating their people in the right locations. A lot of damage on all 3 tier 1s.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
A little bit of a stalemate here. Gold lead has been eliminated completely, and SMSU is down in Dragons, but they do have the Void Grubs. So very even game right now. Malphite taking some damage in the top tier 1. Turret down. Otacon's just going to get raw started here, which is kind of crazy. SMSU, they see them warding this. They probably now know they're on Otacon. The SMSU TPing down. The Jin ult is going to open up. They're off of Otacon. Are they just going to do Otacon themselves? Otacon is resetting a little bit here. Malphite gets charmed and loses a big chunk of HP. Jin is going to ult, or Lucian is going to ult him. And Bormi finds a big ult, but no one's there to capitalize on it.
The Braum shield stopping so much damage. And SMSU lose the fight, and they're going to lose the Otacon. That Lucian ult just did so much damage in that fight. Devoted fighting back and forth, and Amumu does find the snare here on Lucian, and that should be a kill. This player is very good and is finding a lot of engagers, but not really expecting SMSU to be responding. SMSU capitalizing on the over-aggression. Xin Zhao in SMSU's territory, aggressively taking SMSU's blue. Does SMSU know this is happening? Now they see it. But I don't think they can do anything about it. Amumu's not there. Malphite gets caught a little bit here. The Jhin ult opens up. They do find a snare there. Malphite did ult in that fight. SMSU may be coming here with Corki, though. SMSU, can they catch the Cassante completely by himself? He's going to flash, try to get out. The Amumu does land the snare and ult onto Braum and Cassante. Cassante kidnaps the Amumu, though. Amumu now isolated himself. And wow, I can't believe that works so well for Cassante. That ult is disgusting. Or not the ult even, isn't it? It's the... SMSU, they see that they're being invaded here. Devoted trying to clear this wave in bottom. This is still very even. SMSU probably feels like they're behind. But a large gold advantage in middle and in support. Dragon is going to be gifted over. SMSU sees this teleport. Corki trying to get out, but Cassante so fast is going to die here. Almost guaranteed. I don't like the flash. I think it's a guaranteed death. SMSU have to do a better job of doing something at the same time. They see the play happening and they take jungle instead of pushing this mid lane and pushing top lane and trying to get some towers traded here. They are going to get one tower traded, but this tower was kind of always this. I guess so is this one, but SMSU do end up at -1 on the kill chart for that. 1,000 gold behind now, but still very winnable. Very close game. SMSU looking to gain some control mid. They're going to open up the Jhin ult. This is a little aggressive. It's under their turret.
SMSU really trying to use that Gen ult to start fights, but it doesn't really work that well against the Braum. And SMSU just a few seconds late to a lot of these rotations. It's really close to working for them, but 3 seconds late, 2 seconds late, those fights would be going so much better.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Nothing really happening on the map for the time being. Sante just kind of wins this, right? Just gets so many shields that Malphite can't get through. I don't know why Malphite's still fighting this. SMSU finding an engage onto Ari, and Corki is going to get that kill. This is really bad for Rebel now. Very susceptible to being dove. Is going to ult. Asante, the Unstoppable, comes out. Flash from Malphite, try to stay alive here. And both players are going to back off. Unfortunately, that Ari came maybe almost a little too early. Obviously, you take him when you can get him, but Ari will be up in time for the Dragon, and it would have been really nice to have her dead for Dragon. Just guarantee it. Make sure SMSU's getting that, but they are going to have to fight for it instead. The Corki build is really online now. Corki can find some DPS time in team fights. The Cassante is very tanky. SMSU have to be aware of that. Ooh, Mumu finds kind of a backline engage here. Finds the snare onto like 3. Now the fight breaking out in full. Devoted taken very low, but does get a kill. SMSU's now crowd controlling the people in front of them, but they can't quite finish off these kills. Lucian untouched so far. Oh no, it's so close to being so good for SMSU. But they're unable to get on the Jin. The Cassante got focused, and he is full tank, I believe. Jack showing Iceborne. Yeah, these are all tank items. Those live through that big SMSU damage, and unfortunately they're going to give up Soul and potentially Baron for that. No, Baron was dead already, sorry. Oh, it was a hard-fought game, but that might be it for SMSU. I mean, they do have everybody respawning, so there will be another team fight. But the Soul going over is a big deal. Lucian dodging like crazy.
Malphite does find the ult onto Lucian though, but SMSU not able to follow up right away. They're trying to follow up now. Fight continues forward. Lucian's so low, but SMSU unable to find the way onto him. They are going to engage onto Cassante and get that kill though. And can they get the kill on the Braum? Braum trying to walk out. Oh, Braum is going to be able to walk out of this, it looks like. SMSU back off, trying to make sure they don't overchase there. But no objectives to get. It feels like every time SMSU win a fight, there's nothing to get for the fight, or very little to get in comparison. It's just the timing of the won and lost team fights has been a problem. A little bit of both teams posturing a little bit here. Ocean clearing that ward, Zin clearing the entire bottom side jungle. Ooh, SMSU gonna look for an engage on the Zin. The Quirky kind of baits it, the Malphite ult does get used. SMSU do pick up the Zin. And they are going to walk out for now. Maybe they'll look for a re-engage, though. They are looking for a re-engage, and this could be good for SMSU. Devoted gets taken out, but they find Jin. Cassante kidnaps Malphite all the way behind tower. But SMSU should be able to win this fight. And that's 4 kills given over. But again, a team fight when there's nothing to be gotten. They are catching up in gold, at least. A minute on Baron, but don't all be respawned by then. Cleaning up the jungle now. Ari getting some wards in SMSU's topside jungle with Braum. Using the buddy system to make sure that they get good ward placement and nobody's caught out. Malphite is way caught out though. Look at how aggressive of a position he's in. Malphite is dead. Right time for Baron to spawn. And this is what I mean by unopportune deaths. Rebel is going to die here. SMSU are trying to push bottom so they get something for it. But it won't matter. Baron's going to go down. And all 4 of SMSU's kills didn't amount to as much on the map. Now, SMSU is doing a great job responding to get the tier 2 mid. It might get the inhibitor bottom as well. This could play out in SMSU's favor. I'm surprised they kept all their players there pushing for Baron. Quirky is going to die for this. Staying until he dies to make sure the inhibitor dies. Now, SMSU. Elder Drake's going to be up before he responds. Oh. It's so close to good plays. But not watching the timer, not understanding the more important objective is going to be up. It's not a big deal that SMSU gets the inhibitor if they lose a soul.
they're not going to have vision control for it either. It's so many good plays. And one person dies, there goes Baron. One person dies, there goes Elder Soul. It's the timing of these deaths. Very frustrating. Now, SMSU, what are they going to do on the map? They're going to give Elder Soul and try to push mid. They're going to try to push top. They're not going to get anything because Elder is already done. Maybe they get the top turret, but they have to be careful they don't get caught out. More turrets are falling though. Now they do have to live through this. Elder Soul is a crazy buff. It gives you that execute. It gives you the adaptive damage. SMSU at all costs want to avoid a fight unless it starts with like 2 or 3 people dying. If they find 2 or 3 kills at the very beginning of the fight, they might be able to fight. Should be expecting the whole jungle to be given. Now, Elder Dragon does not last that long is the bonus. Where is the Elder Dragon? Unless they changed it. Did they change it? Look at how tanky that Cassante is. Yeah, it's over halfway done. But look at how close they are to encroaching on SMSU's base. And SMSU cannot fight. Ooh, Devoted loses a good chunk of his HP. Actually, Ari has kill pressure on Corki right now. Corki is going to reset a little bit. Trying to clear the wave, but Ari is doing a lot of damage. Elder Dragon, a quarter of it left. They just have to let this inhibitor go. They're going to pop the Genel. I think this is a mistake. I do not want them to team fight over this. It's not worth it. Sante looking for an engage while they have Elder. SMSU should be able to get some poke off onto Sante, but Lucian killing the other inhibitor very quickly. Oh, Malphite has to ult out, and he might even die to the Elder Soul. Needs to run into base. He can get healed. Oh, here comes the kill on Amumu. Amumu does go down before. SMSU trying to find some kills. They're getting dove though. Jin does get a kill. SMSU need to find some damage somewhere. I don't think they have it. And unfortunately, SMSU gonna come so close, but fall at the finish line in game 2. The very close game. But that will be it, and SMSU lose 2-0 on the night. Very close final game. Thank you for watching, and tune in. I believe next week we have one more regular season game.